Hi, I'm Mark Dorr. Thanks for having me here today. You probably know about TESOL, or Teachers of English to Speakers of Other Languages. In fact, chances are good that you're either a member of International TESOL or an affiliate such. Have you been making good use of the resources? Now, probably like most, you've looked at TESOL website and gone to some of the resources a little bit, that kind of thing. Maybe when you've gone to the conference, you've attended sessions, but have you made full use of it? Let's see if we can come up with some ideas for you. So you can just go to www.tesol.org and that'll take you to the International TESOL pages. And that'll work wonderfully. And if you're looking for resources, one of the things you can do is just go to the resource page. Here's a little trick though. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I go directly from the tesol.org page, it doesn't really take me to much of anything. So instead, I Google TESOL resources and I go right to it. So if you have that trouble, just go ahead and do that and you'll find a lot of resources there. Now another thing you can do to get is to give. TESOL asks for resources from people and you can offer them to them. They need more material. It also brings your name up. Not only is that helping you, contribute, but it brings your name around so people know who you are. Knowing who you are can help with your career. Along with contributing by submitting some sort of resource, such as a lesson plan that you have, you can also contribute, by the way, to the State Department's Forum magazine. They are always begging for articles. You have to write it well. It's important to write it well, but many teachers think that they could never get in that international publication by the State Department. Actually, you can. And actually, one of the things that they tell me all the time is they're really looking for articles all the time. So another way to help move your career along, meet more people who can help tell you more things about how to do your job and how to move on in your life, then you can try submitting to Forum. That's a little aside. That's slightly different from TESOL, but it's a good aside. In fact, one more point, Forum has its own resource pages. You'll see all of these resources at the end of this as well. Plus, I'll provide them to Orleu. Here's a great trick. Although it is packed full of opportunities to learn, if you go to tesol.org, you can find webinars you can take, ways to upgrade your skills, different MOOCs, all kinds of things. But in addition to that, here's a trick that many people seem to miss. There are all these different affiliates. And each affiliate has its own resources page. And it's fascinating to see what they have. For example, I've included one from New Mexico and one from New York State. And they both have different things available. They're both wonderful, and there are many more. So you can access those through the affiliates page on TESOL. You can even find them for other countries and see what they're doing and see the ideas they have. Another trick to that, if you want to go beyond just seeing what can I do with my lessons, you can read what they're talking about. What are they chatting about? What are they saying is an issue? Maybe they have come up with an answer to something that your organization as an administrator could use. Or maybe, just as a teacher, you see, gosh, looks like teachers all over the world have that problem. So, try affiliates, see what they have, and look further, see what the resources are, see what they're dealing with. A TESOL affiliate that you have right there in Kazakhstan is KazT. It's a wonderful way to get your feet wet. In other words, get used to working with an organization, to go and help them out. Now, let's talk about an often overlooked resource of TESOL: the experienced members, the experts, and the leadership team. Many times, they are underutilized. They are not used as much as they could. In fact, they're often not used as much as they like. Let me give you an example. Last year, TESOL 21, I went to a session that was open to everyone, that was a meeting of the TESL leadership, the board. And we heard about some things they were doing, what they were planning and all that, and then they opened it up for people to ask questions. There were very few people there. And of those, very few people even asked them anything. And they were open for anything. These are people who were very highly skilled in everything ranging from teacher education to educational technology. And they were actually thrilled to have some questions. So that just is amazing to think that that much experience was just sitting there wasted. So my point is, you might think that because someone is presenting, or it's an organization that's up there talking and later wouldn't want to talk to you, or because it's the TESOL leadership, or because it's someone else, that they wouldn't talk to you. But it's not true. Understandably, you need to be respectful of their time and their space. You can't just constantly badger them, constantly bother them. But in an appropriate time, for an appropriate amount of time, it's completely reasonable to go and talk with them. And many times they will even appreciate it. Maybe that's just asking them a question about something technical, something about teaching. Maybe it's just by chatting with them for a minute. And by chatting with anyone, a presenter, TESOL leadership, experts, relos, anyone. By the way, in case you don't know, a relo is Regional English Language Officer. They're the ones in charge of the State Department language programming for an area. Anyway, by doing that, you might just open doors to other work, or at the very least, you're making connections with people. You might learn something that you can use in your classroom. So those are a few ideas. I hope they're helpful for you. I wish everyone the best of luck over there. Always, the people at Orleo do such a wonderful job. Those of you at Orleo Almaty, thank you very much. Everyone, stay safe and happy. And peace to everybody.